What is going on, everybody? DJ Wars 22 here. So look, let's get straight into it. Today we're going to be talking about Diablo 4, kind of the state of Diablo 4's endgame and how it just hasn't been quite as fun as it used to be. And I think it's really just due to these constant nerfs, you know. They're really just taking the fun away. I know it's a meme that Blizzard detects fun and nerfs it, but it's actually very true. I've been feeling it. I've been playing since launch. I mean, look at me. I'm not shaving, dude. I'm not sleeping like I should be because this game's been really fun, but the constant changes are getting quite annoying. So just to tell you right now, I've been playing a hardcore, just died on my level 70, then I died on level 68, I've died on a 65, I think I died on a 62. So yeah, I haven't got there. My softcore character is pretty low, like level 55. I've been putting in the work is basically what I'm saying. And all my friends are saying the same thing. Whether these guys are casuals, whether these guys used to play PoE or Diablo 2, the same thing. The monster density that they continuously nerf is really hurting the game. Why? Because it kind of puts you in this forced play of doing these nightmare dungeons, but at the same time, the nightmare dungeons are really hit or miss as well. They're not super packed. Some of them are, but a lot of them just quite simply are not packed. So before I give too much of that information, let's just look at some of these things. If you didn't see this, I won't bore you with the hot thing. This is the latest patch, 1.0.2. Pez Radar, shout out to Pez Radar. I think he's community manager that's doing a fantastic job, especially with keeping us updated. The dungeons, further adjustments to elite monster density in dungeons. It doesn't really tell us much at all. It doesn't, unfortunately. I would love to know which dungeons are you affecting, because you know the meta quickly changes, but it's very obvious that they do not want you to enjoy yourself and they want you to stay in these dead dungeons or move on to nightmare dungeons, which again, we'll get into in just a moment. Now, there is this could be really good. I hope so. Pez Radar and a lot of the other team members will be on here, so this looks like maybe it could be really good. Join us this Friday at 11 a.m. PDT. That's actually tomorrow at the making of this video, as we get jumping on stream and talking about the launch of Diablo 4, going over some feedback and action items we have coming for the game. And there are some clarifications, so make sure your expectations are met here. You also may have noticed that we are coining these as campfire chats. So these are different than the developer update live stream. Dev updates aim to reveal or showcase new content. And that's not what this is. This is not to showcase new content. We will have some of those, and the next one will be for season 1. Our goal for the campfire chat is to have a format where we can just sit and have conversations with the community. Now, this one concerns me for sure. I'd be lying if I said this one didn't concern me at all. Simply because, you know, the last time it was supposed to be for the community, they disabled the comment section. There's really no people that I know that are putting in those comments. You can't really ask questions or anything. It kind of seems like there's some questions that they already have that they want to answer. But it really comes down to the density and the forced play, the direction that Blizzard is trying to get us in. And I don't like it at all. There's 150 dungeons, and people finally find something fun because, let's be honest, a lot of these places are dead in the water. You know, at least compared to what they were when you'd come in, it was so fun, man, for World Tier 3 or World Tier 4, and there's an unbelievable fat group of elites, and my goodness, everybody was loving it. Top streamers were loving it, mid streamers. I mean, everybody was enjoying it, and it felt like, yes, this is what I deserved. This is what I worked for, was finding and just killing this juicy pack, because that's kind of the point of the game, is to kill stuff. It's not to go chase renowns. It's not to, you know, maybe it is for some people to do the nightmare dungeon route, but I think the dungeons is a nice thing to not nerf, and to just instead, a better solution would be to buff everything. I mean, at the end of the day, people want to slay demons, they want to find loot, and they want to have fun. And any time that people do those three things in combination in one another, they kill it, right? So here's this map. I don't know. I haven't really been in here. I honestly just picked the first dungeon just to kind of show you. You would originally come into some of these, and I'm talking juicy packs, right? Juicy packs. But now it genuinely just feels empty. What is here? Like, maybe because this is the entrance, right? Maybe this is the entrance. Okay, there's a champion pack there. But what about all this space? Why is all this just pure empty? It used to feel good. It used to be exciting and fun. and butt clenching. Now here I have a shrine, so obviously I'm going to kill stuff pretty quick. But it used to be butt clenching to come through these dungeons. And it's not just limited to this particular dungeon. It used to be so scary. And you'd be on the mic with your friends. And oh my goodness, man, the fun. But you can see how spread out they are. There's a lot of dead time. There's an elite here or there. You know, it's okay. Listen, I'm not saying it's the worst thing in the world. I mean, the game still is fun. Obviously, that's why I'm on these crackhead hours, right? Trying to get level 100 on hardcore, because the game still is enjoyable. But at the same time, a lot of my friends have stopped playing. They're like, dude, I'm just gonna wait till season 1. What else do they got? You know, because everybody gets excited for these dungeons that we found, whether that's on YouTube or finding them on random people's streams or just finding them in general on your own. That is where the fun is. But the nerfs, man, the constant just nerf your character, nerf the dungeon, nerf your fun over and over. If we're in this race, like if we're in a hardcore race, I don't get why we keep adjusting that race at all. Like some people get a benefit from the early amazing stuff. And then, you know, now we're like, damn, what do you really do, man? Because for me, I don't really enjoy these nightmare dungeons. I don't personally find it enjoyable for lightning to be coming from the sky. I want to say that was in tier 17, that lightning is hitting you and then you have to jump in this bubble. Like, I'm not into that. But it's okay that people are and they like some of the gimmicks of it. But for me, I'm not really into the gimmicks. I really just like slaying demons straight up, and I'll put the time in. But the forced kind of direction that they want you to go is not really fun, especially when they don't tell you what they're changing exactly. So I would love to hear from all of you. Do you think the state of Diablo 4 currently in this meta is enjoyable? Because for me, it's just slowly day after day getting a little bit worse, a little bit more boring, a little bit worse, because I need those juicy packs. So to meet us in the middle, Blizzard, I really think tier 1, fine. Keep it like this. Maybe even tier 2. Maybe add a few more as well, though. But tier 3, you should start to ramp up on the monster density. Absolutely. And then tier 4 should just be chaos. That's how it should be. I don't understand why we wouldn't want to do that, because you don't want people to do a specific dungeon. Then fine. If you don't want them to do one dungeon, then just buff all the dungeons. So it doesn't matter which one you go to. So you don't see people do this or do that. But at the end of the day, people paid a lot of money for this game. That's the bottom line. People paid a lot of money. And if you can't go pretty much anywhere and get juicy, fat monster groups, then it's kind of getting stale. I know that is for me. I'd love to know if it's getting stale for all of you. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Check me out on Twitch and the description below, twitch.tv/dgeorge22. Peace.